Our other top story tonight, the United States involvement with Afghanistan has now ended after 2 decades. And today, the final U.S. troops departed the country, but some Americans are still stranded tonight.
CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelo spoke to a Queens family who have relatives still trying to find their way out of Kabul. But let's begin first with Dick Brennan. He has the very latest at the end of the war and what is next. Dick.
Well, Christina, Maurice, it was a campaign promise by President Biden to end the war in Afghanistan, but a deadly terror attack turned the U.S. withdrawal into a major crisis and raised serious questions about how it was handled. He's the last soldier to leave, Major General Chris Donahue, shown in a photo moments before boarding the final cargo plane that would depart Afghanistan. Gunfire erupted in the streets of Kabul, and Afghans celebrated the U.S. departure. After 20 years of war, the Taliban are back in full control of the country. The final American flight lifted off from Kabul airport just after midnight local time, bringing an end to a bloody and costly war.
It's a mission that brought Osama bin Laden to a just end, and it was not a cheap mission. The cost was 2,461 U.S. service members and civilians killed, and more than 20,000 who were injured.
In the closing hours of the evacuation, military aircraft had to shoot off flares to prevent potential rocket attacks.
More than 123,000 people have been safely flown out of Afghanistan. That includes about 6,000 American citizens.
But despite what's being called the largest airlift in U.S. history, the State Department says more than 100 Americans and likely thousands of Afghans were left behind.
We did not get everybody out that we wanted to get out. But I think if we'd stayed another 10 days, Louis, we wouldn't have gotten everybody out that we wanted to get out.
The Biden administration says it will hold the Taliban to its word that they will provide them safe passage out. The president honored 13 service members killed in a terror attack in Kabul and grieved with family members at Dover Air Force Base. Now, tomorrow, President Biden will address the nation and speak about his decision not to extend U.S. troop presence there beyond August 31st. Maurice and Christine.